Fuck you, man! Best time of the day when the shift's over. See right there? We have vegetarian piranhas. Where'd you go? There you go. Vegetarian piranhas. I know, that's fucking cool. Where are you? Ah, quit moving. Woo! Hey, quick little buggers. Hey, you don't like being filmed, eh? Well, ah! One of the benefits of working in a kitchen. You can make your own food. Alright guys, another short shift is over. Just got paid. We just got back from the bank. I'm gonna go pay buddy pay money to that buddy for the TV now. Then we got Cody coming over. Probably play some video games. Do some recreational stuff, you know how it goes. Fuck you, dolphin! For those of you who don't know, check out South Park episodes. They did a whole like Japanese killing off dolphins and stuff like that. Anyway, work's over, got home. Cody's just running his place, so we can switch over the PS3 cables, and he's gonna come back here and chill out for a little bit. And that's about it. I'm going to sit down in a bit after he leaves and go through that little brief history of myself with you guys, and I'll see you then. Well, as I've said in the past couple of videos, that I've had a pretty rough past, a lot of shit's going on. Pretty much, I'm adopted. I've been through the foster system and orphanages and families and stuff like that. The family I'm in right now is my third one. My birth family had a lot of drug problems. Now, because of my parents' drug habits and party habits, and it being the early 80s, me and my sister were neglected quite a lot. Our mother would leave us in the back of a van overnight while they were in the house partying. CAS or CES or whatever it is has actually found me and my sister in the back of a van. That is when my parents lost us the first time. I would be sitting in a high chair as a baby next to the stove while my parents were doing hot knives. There was a time when I got grounded for a week, and for a week I could not leave my room. Literally. I had to use the bathroom in my room, I had to eat in my room, sleep, everything. I did not leave that room. It was practically a jail cell for a week. And then me and my sisters went through orphanages and I believe one adoption before they finally lost us for good. And then me and my oldest sister went to the next family, which was a foster family, which had another child who was a foster girl. And from what I can remember, things there were reasonably okay for a little while. And then for some reason, I don't remember for what reason, but things got really bad really quickly. I used to get in trouble a lot for stuff as simple as eating my lunch on the bus on the way to school, or taking a little Hot Wheels toy to school. Generally, when I got in trouble for eating my lunch, which happened all the time, this wasn't just a one-time thing, this was at least 2 or 3 times a week. The punishments were generally varied, but they were generally pretty much around the same thing. My punishments were as follows. I would have to take a mouthful of dish detergent soap, you know, the liquid stuff, and hold it in my mouth for a little while and then swallow it. Yeah, I would actually have to swallow it. After a few times, I believe I got pretty sick. And I believe from my memory I actually had to go to the hospital once. Then that was one punishment which happened over a few times. Another one that I remember blatantly was I peed my bed the night before, and for the next whole day I had to wear a diaper and nothing else, which included dropping my sister off at Girl Scouts with me in a diaper at 5 years old. It wasn't very great. There's another time I broke my collarbone at school, and they never even bothered to take me to the doctor. But these are things that I remember clear as day. So that it got pretty bad. There was a time that I took a Hot Wheel to school, and they pretended to leave for the weekend and like leave the city to go to another city to like go celebrate somebody's birthday, and left me in the house alone. Grant you, they came back after a couple of hours, but they left me there. So it got pretty bad after a while. And this whole time it was just me that was getting punished. It wasn't either of the girls. It was strictly just me. So after a time, grant you, the only thing a child would do is start replicating that behavior, because that's just what kids do, right? So let's move on. And then we had some. Well, I had some pretty rough times with that family. A lot of stuff went down that I didn't agree with personally, and it got to the point when I was 6 years old. I went up to the mother at the time, and I told her, I wasn't having anything to do with it no more, and I was putting my foot down, and this time I was choosing my own parents. Nobody was going to tell me who I was going to be living with. It was going to be my decision. And so I picked my mother. Well, I picked my mother and father, but when I was given the list of people, I picked out a certain name, and that name was the name of my mother I have now, which is Judy. And the reason I picked that name strictly because when I was really, really young, she was friends with my birth parents. I was originally not wanted as a baby, so when I was born, I happened to be born on her birthday. And so my birth parents, gave me to Judy as a birthday present. Throughout the years as a child, she was always in the background, standing behind me, watching over me, stuff like that. And then it just so happens, when I have the opportunity to make my own decision of my own family, I'm giving a list of thousands of people, and the one name I picked just happened to be her. And so I was out in Calgary at the time. She came out and got me, and then I went back to Nova Scotia to Halifax, because the second family I was with was out in Alberta. And my new life pretty much started when I was 7. I've always said throughout the years that I'm 7 years behind, because the first 7 years of my life I've pretty much written off. To me, they happened, but they didn't happen. It was just a part of my life that was not good, and I've dealt with it. I've dealt with my demons over the years. It's taken a lot of time, but I've dealt with all that, so it's all behind me now. It's all black water. I don't even see it anymore, so that's all behind me. So that'll be it for tonight. Tomorrow I'll start off by starting off when I would get adopted and finally start with the new family, because that's when things really started rolling for me in regards to maturing into the type of person I was meant to be, and maturing into the type of person my new family was providing me. So it was a very intriguing battle throughout the years, going between those two different phases. So over the next couple of days we'll go through that. So good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Remember, check out my Twitter, twitter.com/WisemanTimes. Subscribe, rate, comment, blah 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 blah. You know, all that great stuff. Love you guys' comments. You're always supportive. It's great. Love it. Keep it up. And if you can, spread the word out. I want to be partner. I want to do this thing. I can't pass Shay and Charles and all of them, but I can live with a close third. I think I can deal with that. So have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.